Mo, what can you? What's your emotions after that game? Because 2-0 down at 2-1 down at half time, 2-0 down, and they were turning on their heat on us as well.
Yeah, man.
I mean, they could have had more. You know, I was really worried at one time that we could get absolutely smashed by these lot. But in the end, a good fight back. But could nearly have nicked it.
But look, if you're asking for my emotions, you've known me long enough, man. When I come here for this fixture, a home derby, no less than 3 points is acceptable to me. I always want that 3 points. And for me, this is a one game in a season where I say, do you know what? It's not even about performance, it's about result. You just want those bragging rights. It means something different. So I'm very disappointed that we didn't get the 3 points. But on the other hand, you have to really respect the fight back. You have to really respect the spirit. And, you know, the stadium was rocking in the second half. The players really stepped up to the plate. So you've got to rate that. So it is mixed emotions. There's a sense of pride, but a massive sense of disappointment as well.
Emery get it wrong today with the tactics. I mean, 3 defensive midfielders against Tottenham. Was he too worried about them and not sort of thinking, right, I'm going to be on the front foot? Was he thinking about last year where we went goals down early in the game?
Yeah, look, I was thinking about this, man. When I rocked up here, I wasn't happy with the lineup. I was looking at it as 7 or let's say 3 attack-minded players out of your 10 outfield players. Is that the right balance at home? Because don't forget, when he came to this club, he said, I want to be the protagonist. That was his statement, and I found that quite interesting that he said that, and thought to myself, all right, well, you're really setting your stall out there. And today, were we set up to be the protagonist? It didn't seem like that. But then when I actually started watching the game, and I thought to myself, okay, I thought it was 3 attacking players, but then I saw Kolasinac's position, and where was he? What was his heat map like today? Where do you reckon he was mainly positioned?
He was up front all the time. I mean, he never got back, did he?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just wondering whether Emery, who's obviously looked into the setup of the teams a hell of a lot more than we have, I wonder if he thought, all right, I'm going to kind of use you as an auxiliary attacker, because Kolasinac didn't do much defending today, and you know we were, let's say, a toenail out from Kolasinac being the one to set up the third and winning goal. So it's a bit mixed for me. I do think he got it wrong. I felt very sorry for Willock today, because I thought he was one of our standout performers at Liverpool, and I think he's had a really good start to the season.
Standout players all season.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's a very good start to the season, and I almost felt like he deserved a place today. I would have liked to have seen us play with 4 proper attacking players on there. So for me, Sabaya should have been in there. But look, you know, as much as we criticise Emery for getting it wrong, we've got to give him the equal and opposite praise for getting it right and pulling it back. I know people will say that, look, now we want to win games, we don't want to draw games, and I accept that. I am disappointed, but he does deserve a lot of praise for making it, making it work. But he got a massive helping hand from Lacazette, and I've got to shout Lacazette out, because I've said it before about him in the box, man. His footwork, his desire to push people off, the mix of strength and power and determination and finishing and ice cool mentality, I love it. He's immaculate in that box. And when you look at those touches, when you see a situation unfolding, when it's Lacazette, I think, all right, I want you to do this first, then just take it away like this, and then finish. And he does it exactly how you want it to be done in your head. And I can't say that enough about a lot of the other players on there. And look, you can guess what I'm going to speak about next. If we're talking about Laka's quality, whose mistakes are we talking about today? Xhaka. And look, man, I don't just want to rip into the player. I don't want to slate him. I've never, ever, in years of doing this with you, come on and cuss the player. I've never even sworn at a player. I try and give balanced criticism. And I think it's about time now that we have to realise that actually, do you know what? It's not a one-off. It's a trend in the way he plays the game. He makes a lot of mistakes. And look, if it's Leo Messi making those mistakes, you say, do you know what, on balance, it's worth it. People talk to me about net spend, yeah? Let's talk about net contributions. If Messi was doing what Xhaka does, you'd say, yeah, his net goal contribution every year is plus 70. You can deal with it. But what is it with Xhaka? We've got to really be honest about that. I think he cost the team far too often. So look, for me... Big mistakes, and the problem with it is that they're not.
You know what? It's not even. It's unnecessary mistakes.
Exactly.
Listen, they're all human beings out there.
Yeah.
They're all human beings out there. Anyone can make a mistake, but that one today, you're
exactly.
Bro, what are you doing, man?
And that's what I was going to say to you. There's different levels of mistakes. Like Maitland-Niles scored an own goal. Yeah. When he did that, you kind of think, right, that's a one-off. We've never seen him do that before. and it was a friendly anyway, but still, one-off, own goal, really stupid mistake, but you can see why it happened and you can let it go. With Xhaka, he was in the box and he still decided to go in for that challenge. It wasn't like a silly mix-up where you kind of say, oh, those things happen. He does it time and time again. And what it comes down to for me is that he's just not a very intelligent footballer. You know, he's got a lot of skill in terms of his passing range. When he's got the ball and he's got time, I'm very, very happy. But I was talking to a few Arsenal fans earlier and I was saying that, look, what really tells me how I feel about a player is that when you're emotionally invested in a game, you're right in the middle of a game. When Gilberto Silva picked up the ball anywhere on the pitch, I was never ever nervous. I always was calm because I thought, yeah, he's going to do the right thing here. I remember when Eduardo used to get a chance, I was always thinking goal because, you know, that's how they instill you with confidence. And then you get certain players, when they get the ball, you're not confident. And if you listen to that voice inside your head in those moments, you realise how you actually feel about a player. And this isn't me, this is everyone here. When Xhaka is tracking a runner or tracking back or about to tackle someone, we're always nervous. And I think, look, you need to start listening to that voice inside your head. But what I find weird is that Emery doesn't seem to be doing that. I mean, surely he must have the same concerns that we do because we've seen it time in.
He made him captain.
And he's made. I don't understand that.
And you know, he starts every game.
I just look, man. I've been waiting for Xhaka to kind of stamp those out of his game. Luis, he does it, you know, quite a few times a season. Xhaka does it quite a few times a season, and it's very frustrating because when you've got players like that, for all of the good that they can do, they play some lovely passes. They're both similar in that respect, but they will cost you, and it's cost us at Anfield. It's cost us here. It's very frustrating because this game, man, especially with the Chelsea and United draws yesterday, this game was an opportunity to get a bit more daylight between us and our three main rivals, Tottenham, United, and Chelsea, for the Champions League places. So look, man, disappointed, but credit for the fight back.